Despite the thumbnail, coffee.
Not really.
Not really. No, I
mean, yeah,
literally
you
do.
actually do
I
have
actually do have. Yes, here we
Yeah.
are at 6:33 p.m. and I'm drinking coffee. Give you an idea of the kind of few nights I've had. So
We're on time,
pretty close.
which explains why we only have one viewer right now.
Yeah, right. Everybody
Give it
else.
about 5 minutes.
Yeah, I know everybody else is expecting us to be 5 minutes late. That's fine.
That's okay. Peter's proud of us.
That's all you want in life, to have your kid proud of you.
Yep.
How are you?
Um.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm tired.
Right?
I spent most of the day on the couch, though. I took a nap.
Not bad.
Wendy's got a sore throat, so I am the one who kind of just hung out with her.
I spent more time than you.
Yes, Wendy spent more time than me. Thankfully, it's not COVID. It's just a sore throat.
So good old-fashioned sore throat, Lego Batman style.
Yes.
How you doing, little princess that I love? Fine. Okay, that's great. Thank you. Do you want some Legos? I only work in black or very dark gray.
She's giggling. Yeah.
It's because her dad is funny.
Yes.
Mhm.
So that was kind of my day today.
Yeah.
Oh, we can get to what you were doing later.
Yeah, we can do that later. It's cool, though.
It is cool.
And it's something we should be advertising the heck out of this week and next week and so on and so forth.
Okay.
I got a recommendation when you're ready.
Okay, it's going to be a few minutes, buddy, but we'll have a recommendation.
All right.
All right, so drinks.
I'm gonna start. I don't know what to drink tonight. I have Excelsior Imperial Mango, which is 9.1 from Schilling.
Mm-hmm.
I know Excelsior is delicious. I don't know that I've had mango. I don't know if that's what it's always been, and I just forgotten.
It is not. They had Excelsior and Excelsior Mango. And I got you that one because I knew that you liked Imperial ciders. I knew that you liked mango and fruity, and I knew that you liked Schilling. They're fantastic people. They make really great ciders. That was just like a sure bet across the board.
So I've got this one that I could drink. But then you also got me Cupele?
It is a Spanish Basque cider.
Yes.
Basically, they take just the apples and nothing else, and they let them wild ferment using their own yeasts, their own critters. This thing just ferments itself, and it comes out to semi-dry, they say, which, kind of means like super ultra. It means nothing whatsoever at all. But it's interesting. It means it's not champagne, and it's also not one. I can't say their name. It's also not the other leading brand that's super duper sweet.
It depends on what you're talking about. If somebody comes in and asks me what if the cider's sweet or dry, and I say it's like an off dry, I'm talking about the way that it comes across as you're drinking it.
Right.
I'm not talking about like I took measurements and I know exactly how much sugar is in there, because that can actually be really misleading.
It has to be subjective.
Yeah. Well, and things like a Perry, where there's non-fermentable sugars in there.
Yeah.
But they register differently if you're testing on the Brix scale.
Yeah. Technically, this thing is champagne. Realistically, tastes like a Snickers.
Yeah. So I don't know, and most of the label is not in English. So,
which was part of it. There was a lot of really pretentious words on the description, and so I figured you're super cool and you make super awesome stuff. You might like a pretentious cider.
Yeah. Well, and Basque cider is very. I'm sure I'm saying that's so wrong.
No, you're saying it right. And I know you're saying it right because we have one particular fan who is desperate for you to make your own Basque cider.
Oh, yeah.
He's a nerd, and I love him dearly. He's a good man.
Okay, so I'm going to leave it up to everybody, all three people who are here. Hi, Kaylee. Which one am I drinking tonight?
Ooh, it's like an Instagram poll.
Yeah, so...
Except we're not on Instagram, and it's not a poll.
Excelsior, which is 9.1 Imperial Mango, or Capella, I'm sure I'm mispronouncing that too, which is a 4% Basque cider.
4.5?
4.5? No, it says 4.
Well, the label was misleading.
No, it says 4.
Okay, I'm just going to say.
It says 4. more.
Hooch and More was misleading. Hooch and More said
Ah,
4.5, so I assume they're lying.
yeah, they're lying. Okay, so I'll let people. All right, we've got one already for the Capella. So why don't you talk about what you're drinking? I'll let people leave their opinions.
All right,
Oh,
so
man,
right
I did not
now,
look at my hair before I got on here. That's okay. It's okay. It's fine.
do you have naturally curly hair?
Half of it. The bottom half. If I shaved off this top of my head, this top part of my hair,
Do not.
this would all curl.
That's great. We're going to leave that to theory.
Yes. No intention
I
of
would
doing
love
that.
you all the same.
I know,
While
but
I cried a lot every
I
night.
don't want the whole Benjamin Franklin vibe. So
That looked like somebody just stole your parking spot.
yes. Okay, your beer.
Okay, yes, my beer. So, Total Wine has been a little lackluster in their offerings lately. They have their seasonal and super cool section, which is to say, they have Fremont's Bee Bomb and then stuff by Coors.
Really?
It's really kind of sad. It's disappointing. You have your choice
Ah.
between beer that costs $1 million or stuff that Budweiser cranked out when their brewer was a little drunk. It's really kind of sad. And so I decided, all right, fine. I'm going to the other aisle. Thank you very much. The other aisle. And I'm going to grab something I don't recognize. So I went to the Belgian section.
Nice.
And of course, you have the Chimay and you have all the ones that I know are phenomenal. They're really, really good beers. And I grabbed the one I didn't recognize. So this is Orval Trappist Ale. Looks like that. And I took a picture of the description. It's actually pretty darn cool.
Nice.
It says, no, stop it. It says, Orval is brewed unfiltered by Catholic monks at a monastery founded in the 1100s.
It's impressive.
So that's sweet. In the pastoral Belgium countryside. 3 different malts, so 3 different types of grains, and 2 types of hops, and Brettanomyces yeast, which is to say yeast.
Like certain voracious
so,
type of yeast.
Yeah, so for short, they call it Brett. It tends to be on the tart, bitter side. It can eat through anything. I mean, Brett is vicious. It will eat other yeast before it eats your beer.
It also will get into whatever container you're fermenting in.
Yeah, if you're not
and take over the next batch too.
Yeah, if you are not fermenting in glass or stainless steel, congratulations. All the rest of your beers from here on out are Brett because it will eat all the yeast and kill them. It imparts a great character and complexity, balanced. Bit of a run-on sentence there, but I don't judge them for that. So,
Kaylee used the semicolon for us.
Oh, so she did. Fantastic. So I expect this one to be on the tart side. I expect it to be a little floral and spicy, just based on the description of it. Trappist ales. So you cannot say Trappist unless it is actually monks at an abbey brewing it. You can say Abbey Ale or in the Trappist style, but you cannot call it a Trappist ale unless it is actually monks brewing it. In this case, it's Catholics monks. That's fine, whatever.
This was bottled on Peter's birthday over a year ago.
So it was. That's fantastic. Oh, cool. So let's see how. Oof. That's a nice hiss there. Just about the right amount of carbonation. Not too foamy. Not too flat. It is completely impossible to see in this mug, but it is a nice. It's really.
Whoa. How's the foam?
The foam is fantastic. You will all be happy to know.
That's
a lot of nucleation sites in this mug. Peter made me this mug. He built it himself out of clay. It is beautiful. I love it. It is designed for very nice hand holding. It has a flat surface for drinking. It has a pointed surface for pouring. If you ever found out, it also has a lot of nucleation sites, and so foam is a thing. So now that the foam tastes good, let us see if we can taste what the beer itself tastes like.
You've still got a little over half the bottle in there, so
foam still tastes good. Everybody should be happy to know. Let's see if I can. Okay, I'm going to cheat just a little bit. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
It is smooth. It is. It has a little bit of that funk to it, a little bit of that tart.
Yeah, I'm getting that on the nose.
It's got it's got kind of that beer-y aftertaste to it.
It reminds me a little bit of like a lemon custard.
Yeah, I can see that. I would almost say the hops they used were just a little bit, and I don't mean this badly, but like a little bit skunky, which is to say that they've got a little bit of funk to them, a little bit of barnyard, farmhouse ale style to it, which is very true to style.
But it's not overwhelming.
No,
it's there.
Yeah, no, it's phenomenal. I think it's really well done. I think this thing would age immaculately.
Yeah.
Probably not more than a couple of years. It's not quite strong enough to pull off more than that.
Yeah.
But
it's probably at peak age where it's just over a year then.
I'd give it one more year, honestly.
Yeah.
I'd let those hops die down just a little bit more myself.
Yeah.
So where they do say when it was bottled, if you can find one that's a couple years old, I would say this thing is probably peak then. It's smooth, it's nice, it's just good drinking.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's fun.
Yay.
Neat. That's like the most in-depth analysis we've ever given of what we're drinking.
What
you don't even have anything poured yet.
All right. So I'm going with the Capella. I hate that I'm saying that I feel like I'm saying that really, really wrong.
All right. You just got to know your vowels.
Yeah, I don't.
U, A, A. Cupela.
Yeah, but it's Spanish, right?
Yeah, Cupela.
Okay. I don't know Spanish
vowels. A, E, O, U.
Just like that. You and your high school Spanish. I
say French. Right. Oh, that's fair. So your vowels are more like... No, that's the consonants. Sorry, my bad. Your vowels are more like All of them. And
I'm pouring cider now.
Which is how you get things like hello.
I'm pouring cider now.
It's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Wow,
that's crystal clear.
That is like a nice apple color. That's just gorgeous there.
It's like it's golden.
That is. It really actually comes across perfectly in the light there.
Yeah.
That what you're seeing in the video is a good representation of what we're seeing right here.
It's maybe a little darker than what I'm seeing here in person, but not like...
Maybe. Depends on the background. That's nice.
Yeah,
all right, so high marks for visual.
Ooh.
Oh. Oh, man. That is just apple all over the nose. Yeah. That's beautiful. It's almost like a sugared apple.
Like a candied apple?
No sugared. Oh man.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
It's like apple juice, but not... It's warm. There's sweetness to it, but it's not overly sweet. It's very apple.
It's like all the flavor you like of apple juice without much of the overly sweet.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's just nice.
Right. And having had my fair share of fresh pressed apple juice.
Darn right.
It's that just with sugar taken away.
Yeah, that's
like nice. I don't really even get yeast notes in it.
No, that is just the apples and that's it. I would recommend the heck out of that thing. That is nice.
Yeah. All right. So Capella. This is definitely recommended.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yay. Wow. And then I will very possibly be having this later tonight. So if I drink through this before the end, I will start that.
That one's gonna like cider.
Yes.
And this one's like, hey,
cider.
Hey, you. I've got an apple for you.
This is going to the club. This is going salsa dancing.
That's right. That is going salsa. Yeah. That's going salsa dancing with somebody who knows how to salsa dance.
Yes.
They have the right shoes. They swing you around just right.
Mark and I have gone to, well, it's tango. It's Argentinian tango. There's a little studio downtown called, starts with an S, Satori. Called Satori. We haven't been there in years, but they did Argentinian tango, and you
Good
could just
people.
walk in off the street.
It's like, I don't know anything about dancing.
Yeah.
How does 2 left feet?
Yes, and so much fun. Everybody there just wanted to teach. So many, oh my goodness, the ladies, because it's led by the man. And so Mark, having never done it before, just didn't know what to do.
I had no idea what the heck I was doing. Yeah.
And so we went to one of the lessons, because they'll do lessons beforehand. But like, there's not,
it was the basics.
Yeah.
Here's how you do the basic step. Here's how
Yeah.
you do a couple of modifications of the step. Now have fun.
And then the ladies like flock to you.
Oh my gosh.
To like help you.
And by ladies, we mean like my mom's age.
So
and
sweet.
Just the biggest sweethearts you have
Oh.
ever met in your life. Just
Fantastic.
they just like take your hands, like put your hand here. It's like, okay, yep, we're doing this. Okay, here we go. And they would just lead me around and just like, now, turn me this way. It's like, oh, this is really fun. You guys are really cool.
They knew the dance so well that they could lead by following.
Right?
Which
Yeah. It's like,
was so cool.
I'm following this way now. Yeah, I guess I'm leading this way now. This is fantastic.
But then there was
just good people.
Yeah. And I think I got the better deal, I think, because as the follower, as long as I knew the basic step, if I was dancing with somebody who knew what they were doing, I was fine. And I looked amazing because they knew how to lead me.
You had some dancers that made you look
There was
like super duper fine. It's like they just led you into stuff you didn't know. And
I had no idea what I was doing.
Pulled it off. And I'm just sitting in the sidelines going, I want to dance with you now.
There was one gentleman, he was about our age.
Oh, right. I remember him. They come like there every week or something.
Yeah. He loved dancing. And
as did his wife.
And he was so, because it's a communal dance.
Yes, you're dancing with people you don't know.
Yeah. But he was just so good at leading. Like, I don't know.
His wife was tremendously good at leading by following too. I promise you.
Yeah. Well, I never danced with her, so I'm just trying to remember.
That's fair. That's a place where you could have too. But
oh yeah, but no, because I did dance with one of the gals that was teaching you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so much fun. So
good times.
All right.
So anyway,
Bardic news.
So I suppose that's our random recommendation early.
I guess.
All right. Anyway,
can we do that?
You can have that one. I'll
find
another. Oh, good. I want that one then. You can do yours.
All right. Bardic brewing news.
Brewing news. Okay. Let's see. We just if I can become coherent, we just this week released our Chanterelle Ale, which is our Saison Ale. It's a Belgian style ale. Not Abbey, because I'm not a monk. But it is in that.
The nice monk haircut.
I do have the haircut, though, don't I? I'm not as diligent about shaving, but it doesn't matter. It is in that style, so it has a very nice, spicy, peppery. So not like capsaicin spicy, but like, ooh, is that pepper? I detect.
Yeah.
Spicy.
Like a spiced wine.
Yeah, exactly. It has those notes to it, followed by a very nice sweetness, and then it finishes up with kind of that earthy, peppery note that you get like from the chanterelle mushrooms.
Umami.
Yeah, that really good. This just tastes good.
Yeah.
Flavor. So that just got released this week. It's a little short supply right now. It will pick up later. We will have more later, but for the time being, we've got a very small keg of it. But we'll finish that up as it continues. So that's fantastic.
Because you pulled off the top that it
I pulled off the
clarified.
top that was just now ready, and we have a little bit more off the top that is just now ready, but I kind of want to let it just finish.
Yeah.
But we'll get there soon.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
not moving so fast
No,
that it's
peop-
going to be gone like tomorrow.
right. People are a little leery of the
Mushrooms.
mushrooms, but the people that try it almost invariably love it.
Yeah.
Coming up, we also have Singularity. It is clearing up very nicely. It's not quite ready yet. It is phenomenally young. Rightly, I should just forget about it for the next 2-3 months. I'm not gonna, but rightly, I probably should. But that's where that one's at. So that will probably be coming out soon.
Well, we're taking it to Taste Spokane,
We
which
are.
is February 12th.
Right.
So at least hang on to it till then.
At the bare minimum, you'll get it middle of February.
Yep.
Also coming up, we have our Gruit for Gruit Fest, which will be debuting at Bellwether on February 1st, followed by being at Bardic February 2nd. And it is a very, very nice Earl Grey and vanilla bean beer. There are no hops in it whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's no bitterness. It's just smooth and warm. And if it were a blanket, you'd just wrap yourself up in it.
If I could sing, I would start singing Smooth Criminal.
No, this one is more tea Earl Gruit hot.
Yes.
It's just got that nobility of a knight captaining a galaxy class starship. It's that beer. It's phenomenal. It's not even
Picard,
done yet.
Not Riker.
Right. Yeah, I kind of feel like Chanterelle Lace is Riker, and this one is Picard. Oh wow!
I feel like Ale of Owl's Wisdom is Riker. I feel like Chanterelle Lace is Data.
No. Let's see. Ale of Owl's Wisdom. That's somebody who's trying to be popular to everybody, even though nobody actually likes it. So that's one's Wesley.
You're so bad. It's a good beer.
It is a good beer, and he was a good kid, but nobody actually liked him. So that one's Wesley Crusher.
But not Will Wheaton, because everybody loves
No,
Will
Will
Wheaton.
Wheaton's great. Everybody loves Will Wheaton, but Wesley Crusher. So Ale of Owl's Wisdom is Wesley Crusher. Truly great. Truly fantastic. Little bit annoying, but truly fantastic at the same time. I feel like Singularity is Worf.
Yeah.
Just,
I love Worf.
Yeah, just kind of.
It's your contact.
It's
attacking
killing
you.
me. I'm about ready to die. I'm about ready to go take my contacts
Yeah,
out.
go take your contact out.
All right. It is now the Courtney show.
Woo!
Love you. Hopefully I
Love
make it
you.
back. Since
Is
might
it-
kill me in the meantime.
Data or that? It's Data. It's
Data.
not data.
What is correct?
Poor Mark. At least once a day, his contact attacks him. And if you've ever gotten something in your eye and that stabbing pain, that's what he's experiencing right now. So he'll take care of that and be back in a second. So in all honesty, Ale of Owl's Wisdom is delightful. It's definitely outside of what we normally do, but it's done well. So we're both a little squeamish about having a juicy IPA on tap because, yeah. So when Mark wrote the description up on the board, he wrote juicy IPA. Sorry. We've gotten a lot of comments on that. So, Annie, are you okay? I showed the kids, well, they've seen the Smooth Criminal music video specifically for the scene where Michael Jackson and them all do that lean thing. Because technology, how they did that was super cool. If you don't know, they designed these pegs to come up out of the floor, and the heels of the dancer's shoes have a notch in them. So you had to do the dance and land in the exact spot so that these pegs would shoot up and you could hook the heel of your shoe into it and do that lean and then come back and the pegs would come down and you could continue dancing. Anyways, the kids find that really fascinating. And so I showed it to a couple days ago, and they started, now they have the Smooth Criminal game, and they will hold each other's arms or like hold them in a blanket or something and then lean really forward and sometimes come back, but sometimes they just let each other go and fall onto the beanbag. Thankfully not the floor, because my kids are actually kind to each other. Data, as he says, one of them is my name. Oh, that's a really good way to put it. So yeah, I'll let Mark keep talking about beer when he comes back, but cider is still where was at last week. The fermentation, I was looking at it the other day and have not had a chance to go out and check it again. I think it might have stalled. Did you happen to check the fermentation on my cider?
Yes, it's very nearly done.
Yeah?
Yep.
It hasn't stalled.
No, it's just been going very slow.
Okay.
Yeah. So at the temperatures we're fermenting at, historically, the temperatures we fermented at, given our lack of control over the matter, it's been like cider, and then it happens.
Yeah.
Nowadays, it's like, hey, yo, let's get us some cider. Yeah. And then it finishes.
Yeah.
And that's where we're at right now. It's if I had to say going from point A to point B, it's probably 98, 99% of the way there.
Okay, cool. So
and it's great. It has no off flavors.
Wonderful.
It has no nothing. It's going to be ready like darn soon.
Nice. That's good, because I was going to go out and do my cider stuff tomorrow.
Cool. Yeah. I don't know if it's that ready, but it's staying close to it.
By my cider stuff, meaning go check all my...
Oh, yeah. No, cool.
Check the pastors.
Check for all the stuff.
Yes. So tomorrow, does it... See when she keeps saying it wrong. Oh, she... for like a season, right?
Yeah, no, that's... Yes, she did. No, she was. She was a fine actress.
Oh yeah,
but she was not my favorite character.
And that's
what I said. When she called him Data, and he just looked at her. Data. Well, what's the difference? One is my name, and the other is incorrect.
Fritz Spiner's so good.
I love that.
Anyway, so my cider, I'm gonna go check on all of it tomorrow. Hopefully the little experiments that I've been doing have also fermented.
Oh yeah, they should be just about done.
Yeah. So I'll start testing those soon. Start turning the cider into the ciders that you guys are familiar with and go from there. So that's where the cider is. Were you finished talking about the beer?
Oh, before the attempt on my life?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, I was.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. No. Got Singularity. All is pretty much well in the beer world.
What did you brew this week?
This week, I'm sorry. Did I? I don't recall. This week, I brewed more Ish. So this is going to be a fantastic... Ish is the only shot I have at even coming close to selling as much cider as Courtney does. Which is fine.
Cane Madness.
Cane Madness is close, but it does not sell as much as Ish does.
Really?
Yeah, Ish is king in the beer world, apparently.
Oh.
So I brewed that one up this week. It's phenomenal. I really like it. I did use a slightly different yeast on it this time. Is it
the Raven Master yeast?
No, it's not. Although I am settling into that one. That one may be the one that I just kind of normalize across. This one is from Imperial. It's their house yeast, and it's just a good, clean, all round. Everybody loves Raymond type multi-purpose yeast.
Multi-pass.
Which
multi-yeast.
Some if Natural 20 hadn't already made multi-pass, I feel like he would need to. But it's a
I feel
good
like
old
that
yeast.
would have been like a pina colada kind of cider.
Oh gosh, it's a good old fashioned yeast, so it should be fantastic. At any rate, Ish
oh no,
is moving
video
along.
quality is sad.
What?
Let me pull up. Oh, it's back. Okay, cool.
Hooray!
Yay!
So yes, I did brew Ish this week. I brewed a
Broed.
Yeah, brah.
Brah.
No, that almost needs to go on our good names list. Yeah, brah. We,
Except
we can make just like a Pilsner. Just name it Yeah, brah. Anyway, no, this one is going well. It should be available in just a few weeks. I'm really tickled with how it's going, and I made a ton of it, so
Yep.
there will be lots of ish for lots of time. Also, I am in talks with Thomas of
yes.
Emrys, formerly of Bellwether, and we are going to start brewing a collaboration together, and it is sounding amazing. It's going to be in the braggot style, which is to
So
say,
excited for you.
which is to say, both honey and beer, or both. It's like a mead beer mix. In this case, we're going to be using some really nice honey. The grains are going to be very much in kind of the biscuity graham crackery style. There's going to be maple syrup thrown in there.
Ooh.
It's going to be phenomenal. Going to have some very old world English hops in there to give it kind of that peppery note. It is going to be one of the best marriages of our two styles ever. I can't wait, and it's going to be stupidly strong. It's going to be very much in the Bardic style in that way. So we're shooting for about 12%.
Do you have a tentative brew date?
Nope. Tentatively, I would say a couple weeks from now, because all of my fermenters mercifully are full, which is a wonderful state to be in.
Well, and he's got his pop-up coming.
He does have his pop-up coming, so he's busy too.
Which, if you haven't heard about it, it's like this 6-course meal paired with his drinks. It sounds incredible. Look up Emrys on EMRYS. No,
there's a Y in there.
I said Y.
Yeah, I didn't hear a Y.
MRYS. Anyways.
EMRYS.
Haha. Validated.
There you go.
Anyways, yeah, look them up.
Pronounced Emrys.
Yes.
EMRYS. Yep.
It looks phenomenal. It's definitely look them up.
It's gonna be super duper good. And so is our collaboration.
Yes.
So. Which he's also making 3 different things in our facility right now.
Yeah.
For that pop-up.
Yep.
Which are going to be super duper neat too.
Yeah.
Just across the board. The guy is brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
He's really, really good at what he does. So really passionate, which better repeat myself.
Yes.
So. Multi-purpose. I feel like we need
multi-purpose.
I feel like we need something glorious purpose. We need to pull that trick off. I feel like you need a cider called Glorious Purpose.
No, I need a cider called Glorious Porpoise.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Oh, if I could figure out a way to do something with nori.
Or I could do an oyster stout. Glorious Porpoise.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we got to figure something out like that.
Yeah, I would love to have alligator Loki somewhere in there. So the artist who, if you've been in the tap room and gone to the bathrooms, in that hallway, there's a couple of paintings. One is of Yoda and Uncle Iroh, and one is of Mando and Baby Yoda out fishing. She's trained in like classical painting, so like portraits and stuff, and she's transitioned into making a whole bunch of pop culture, but in that style. And she did a portrait of President Loki missing his hand with alligator Loki in his lap.
Wow.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, we got to do something like that. One of us will do Glorious Purpose or something.
Yes.
I feel like that should almost be like my next super high ABV. Beer.
Get up to like a 16%.
Yeah.
Glorious Purpose.
No. The one that finally beats Bellwether's. So I did 18%.
Yeah.
If I can do 18.4
or
higher, I will have beaten the Spokane record for beers, and I can call that one Glorious Purpose before moving on to the final ultimate. Oh, we can't name that one yet.
Oh, it's named Bangarang. Yay! I'm so excited for that one. porpoise Loki.
I'm gonna I think I'm just going to do that next. I'm just going to shoot for some stupid high ABV beer. I'm going to make it a stout.
Yeah.
I don't even care. I'm just going to make it some stout and just make it ridiculous.
Or a porter.
Yeah, I could do that too. Definitely do that.
That'll be fun.
For no other reason than to nab that record.
Why not?
Yeah, because I mean, Genus is pretty well given up. I love them, but I've also beaten them soundly. And unless they want to hit 24% before I do, I'm going to just kind of race to that finish. And
you keep talking about doing the collab with Tim.
Yeah, and I love Tim dearly. He's a great guy, but I also make stronger beers than him. Gauntlet thrown down, if any of you knows Tim.
All right. Taproom news.
Taproom news, yes.
All right. So we have officially launched trivia. All I could think of was Loki for a second. We've officially launched Loki. We've officially launched trivia. It's every Tuesday at 6:30. We've got 2 teams signed up for this week, but if you're in the tap room, we will gladly accept you as a team. By team, we mean one or more people.
A group of folks.
Or folk. One or more.
Somebody aligned for a common goal.
Yes. So we, sorry. Mark put in a projector this week, so
we should have a decent screen this time.
Hey, the screen was fine
forward,
last week. It was just janky on a cardboard box.
Whole lot better now, and prettier and sharper, and a much better image.
Yep.
And super duper easy to control. So it's going to be way the heck better this time.
Yep.
And we don't monopolize an entire table for it. So
yeah.
That's nice too.
So, we'll have 3 rounds and a possible tiebreaker round. Come in, do the best you can. Team with the most points wins. We'll have some kind of prize each week. Last week we gave away a gift card. I think we might do that again this week.
We should tell them the topics for this week.
You go ahead.
Round 1 is books.
Yay!
Round 2 is history, but not civics. Don't worry. And round 3 is places. So all kinds of wild stuff. There's a whole lot less cheering audible right now than I expected. But
Books.
that's okay.
Woo! History. Woo! I love history.
Yeah, well, somebody has to. And then places. So it is going to be super duper cool. There's also a super top secret tiebreaker round if need be. I think this is a good batch of stuff.
I think so.
I think it's just approachable enough that we should have some close teams. It's not so obscure as to, pretty much pull out everybody that doesn't, sit over my shoulder while I write the trivia. It should be just good all around.
Our kids have determined to not see any of the trivia stuff so that they can play.
Peter has been very adamant. Oh, don't show me. Don't look. I'm not going to look. Don't show me. He's been very adamant about that, even while I was testing it.
Yeah.
Because I had to test the new projector to see if it works. He's back to his homework. Just don't show me.
Oh. That's how we should get him to do homework.
Here's
trivia.
Threaten to show him the trivia. Yeah, no. But I am super duper jazzed about how great that projector is in there. It hangs down from the ceiling, so it's a little bit. Hey, it's okay. There's not a bunch of wires. Everything is wireless. It's just.
The number of people, though, that have come into the tap room a couple of times and then finally looked up, oh, wow, your ceiling's so cool.
Most people will miss it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
And the few people that come in on like a Saturday is like, hey, can we watch the game? No.
Yeah.
What can I for you?
Yeah.
So,
That the projector will only come on for trivia.
Yep.
Or perhaps the occasional movie night if we can get.
If we can swing the licensing.
Yep.
We can maybe do that, but we'll figure that out. Yeah, it could be fun.
Yeah,
but
like a special event kind of thing, not like a normal night.
Yeah, special showing of like Cars.
3, which
3.
was shockingly
Car-
good.
For real. It was like Cars was epic. Cars 2 was fun.
It was cute.
It was funny.
Yeah.
Cars 3 was just like, okay, I'm a grown man. I'm sobbing. I'm sorry. It's okay. All is well. It's fine.
And just okay, so we had Disney Day on Saturday. Every once in a while, we just close all the curtains in the house and hunker down, and we each choose a Disney movie, and we pick out of a hat to see which order we're going to do. And Saturday, we watched A Bug's Life first, which was Pixar's second film.
It's a phenomenal improvement from the first film.
Yeah. But even watch it, because it was made in 98 or released in 98.
Oh,
And which was the year we met.
yeah, it's a good year.
Yeah. Anyway, like you could definitely see they were really proud of their lighting. That's really
Yep.
a big thing they were working on in that one. And they did great. But then we watched Cars 3, which is one of their it was released
Pretty
just a
darn
few
recent.
years ago.
Yeah.
I swear they were focusing on landscapes
No
in that
kidding.
movie.
Yeah.
It was incredible. Some of the shots, it was like that's just
a landscape
real life.
right there. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
for reals.
And then cars would come in and be like, "Oh yeah, cars don't look like that." But
Cars don't talk, except for Kit.
well, yeah, but that's good.
Normal cars don't talk. Yeah.
I have another random recommendation I just thought of.
Kit.
No. So trivia. Definitely come in for that. It's gonna be super fun.
So tell your friends. We will do better at advertising it.
Yes.
It will be good.
I'm still getting used to that. Let's see.
Is there another BOGA coming up?
There is. So BOGA was last Saturday, although it got canceled because we only sold one ticket.
It's rough times right now. People are doing their New Year's things. People are busy. It's a rough time of year.
Omicron is kind of
Omicron is scary. People should do their research. Yada yada.
Yeah. Good. I still haven't seen Good Dinosaur. Super realistic environment. I heard that there was a scene in there that's like them on an acid trip, which I heard a thing, so it must be true.
Lucy in the sky with T-Rex.
Okay, Gruit Fest is February 1st.
Mhm.
Taste Spokane is February 12th.
To be clear, Gruit Fest February 1st is at Bellwether on the north side.
Yep. Not in the tap room.
Correct. Not at our place. We will be there, probably, likely.
It's a Tuesday, so we got trivia.
We will not be there, but you will all be there.
We could go. Bellwether opens earlier than us. We could go up there for a little bit and then.
That sounds like a plan.
Yeah. Maybe see if Brandy or Andrea wants to cover the first hour or so.
We will figure it out, is the short answer.
That's what we do. It's accurate. Okay, that's good to know. Then Taste Spokane is on February 12th. I'm not 100% sure if tickets are on sale for that. I enjoy this event, but apparently I know next to nothing about it. I've gotten them all the information they need, though.
It's at a casino.
Yeah, it's at the Northern Quest.
Northern Quest Casino.
Yes. And then the next BOGA is not in my notes.
That's okay. We can solve it later.
No, because now I'm thinking I said that the 12th was okay. Which would be fine. It would be okay. Yeah, February 12th is BOGA as well. So that's just gonna be kind of a busy day, and that's okay. We're fine.
This is fine.
So,
but you've gotten requests to make that again.
This is fine.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Definitely need to do that. So Luke and Kay, we need to do This Is Fine again.
Had a good conversation. We are not the first to have done a triptych.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Who?
Take a wild guess.
Bellwether.
Thomas. Specifically.
Yeah.
Yep. He called it an app. What did he call it? An apple sizer? No, an apple. He called it something, but he had done it before.
Yeah.
Yep. He had done the apple honey beer.
I mean, I'm not surprised.
It wasn't anywhere remotely close to Abomination.
We do need to make that
Which
again,
we
too.
did. Now that we know what we know, we
Yes.
totally need to make that again.
We're not going to make 20 gallons of not
No, what we're going to
apple
do is sell a
gelatin.
whole bunch of jelly. Her line of delicious jams and jellies.
We should have tried it before it turned. We never tried it.
We never did. I couldn't bring myself to. But no, we'll do that way better. I have some great thoughts about that. But
oh, Luke says we talked to him. And
you guys under a lot of stress. I don't know.
Yes.
You try building $1 million building and then say you're not stressed. So
that sounds stressful. I'm stressed just thinking
I'm
about it.
stressed thinking for him.
Okay, special of the week.
Yep.
So
We're gonna have one.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Well,
Unless
we're talking.
we don't, because at this point I'd kind of be okay with not.
The special of the week has gotten a little bit stressful for us. But we're talking about switching it up to special of the month. The problem with special of the week is not knowing if it's going to be a hit or a miss. So like the Mediterranean pasta salad last week, we made a big pot of it and sold like 3. So there's a whole bunch of Mediterranean pasta salad in,
which is going to be really good. We're going to enjoy it at home.
Yeah. Actually, I have a few takers to take
Oh,
from the
fantastic.
leftovers,
Good.
assuming that the feta hasn't
Good.
gone.
Good.
'cause- well, feta goes.
I know, but it's even worse when the Kalamata olives tint it pink, and you're not really sure, has it turned or is it just olived
Oh.
feta?
No, you know when feta's turned. Feta's aggressive.
Feta's like gone.
Mhm.
Anyway, so
Um,
special of the month.
Yeah. So, well, we should start that at the beginning of February.
Okay.
Because I don't want our special of the month to run
Special
halfway through each
special
month.
of the next 2 weeks.
So this week we were talking about doing French dips with potato chips.
Yes.
So I think that's what we're gonna do: French dips with potato chips.
It's kind of like,
It's like there's a rhythm there.
just kind of like spurring natural 20 on. It's like, your sandwiches are great, but
I mean,
have you thought about doing better?
I don't. Our French dips are really wonderful, but there's Cyclops,
Cyclops is phenomenal.
and I haven't
Yeah.
had their new stuff. They've got wraps and stuff.
Yeah,
now.
they've got a couple of new things. Their mac and cheese.
Oh yeah, you told me about that.
Their mac and cheese is life changing. It's like
Is
Kraft.
it on the menu?
Kraft who?
Is it on the menu though?
No, not yet. But
He gets insider info and like gets to taste things.
I mean,
you're one of their guinea pigs.
sorry, that's just the joys of D&D. I can't help you there. But as soon as they figure it out, their mac and cheese, you need to go pester them. Pretty much just go there and say, I demand your mac and cheese. Well, we don't have it yet. Then keep it up the next week. Threaten them with bad Yelp reviews because nobody cares about Yelp. So it's an empty threat, but it will get the point across.
Do you then upgrade it to bad Facebook reviews?
No. You stick with Yelp. Yeah.
Because you definitely don't want to go to bad Google reviews.
I mean, no, Google actually matters. If you
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. No, if you really want the hard empty threat, you go with Untapped. It's like, I'm going to create an entry for you on Untapped, and I'm going to call it crap. It's like, Natural 20 just made
crap
the D4 sizer, and it sucked. And there's not one damn thing you can do about it because Untapped will let you add that.
I like going through Untapped, but it's kind of like I take everything with a grain of salt.
Fair, like a
of,
salt lick, like a block of salt.
I feel like most people on there are like giving honest opinions, and that it's very much opinion. Like this was too sweet, this was too tart, but
Yeah.
It's very opinion. But then you get some people who either just like give it like a quarter cap rating, but nothing about it, or other people who give it like a half cap rating and like rant about how like this doesn't fit in with the style and blah 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 blah. It's like, you think you know a lot.
The problem with Untapped is anybody can add a beer from anywhere. And so it's like literally you can have, Bardic made Relic.
Yes.
And it was too sweet. It was like, Okay, A, it's plural, and B, no, I haven't, and sorry, maybe try something else. Or, somebody, yeah, Patriot
Yeah.
Blue. It's like, I've never made a beer called Patriot in my life, but thanks, that's now part of my permanent Untapped record.
Yeah.
That's the problem with Untapped. Anybody can go in there and say, you just made this beer from this place, and it sucked.
Yeah.
It's like, I've never made Coors in my life. Also, that's copyright infringement. Maybe think about not doing that.
Yeah. No, that's true. Kaylee makes a good point about potato chips and French fries, which were Betty White's favorite food.
Oh.
And then we could donate like $1 from every special to the local animal shelter because that was really near and dear to her heart. So her birthday was today.
Aw, was it? She'd have been 100 today?
Yep.
If she could have held out just a little longer, she'd have been 100.
I feel like she knew if she reached that milestone, it would have just been too much for this world. So she sacrificed herself for the good of all because she was an angel like that.
It would have been her, the Queen,
and Keith
Richards. The last 3 immortals left on Earth. So that was good of her to give herself up. May she rest in peace, for reals.
Yeah.
That's I do feel like we should probably do something like that.
I don't know that we can do French fries. Yes.
Yes. We could charge $99.90 because she didn't quite make 100. No, not gonna do that. Not gonna do that again. All due respect. I did like Betty White, but
we should see if she had
we should all admit she would have laughed at that.
She would have,
and that I think is the best respect ever.
We should look up and see if she had a favorite potato chip.
We should do that, yeah.
And we'd do the French tips with potato chips, and then donate $1 to scraps.
Yes, that would be very honorable. I think,
yes,
but
that's what we'll do.
All right.
She wasn't banned from playing with Lego, right? That was my other joke, is that she knew that if she got to 100, she wouldn't be able to play with Lego. And really, what's the point in life?
I know, really. It's like Lego should say from ages like whatever to 800 or something like that, or 1,000.
Yeah.
It's like, let's not rule out Methuselah. It's rude.
Right. Yeah. I finished my Lego Ninjago City. You can see the little bit of it behind Mark. So that part right here, the red part was the last thing that I had to do. It was fun. Mark read Solutions and Other Problems while I read it, which is the follow-up to Hyperbole and a Half. Hyperbole and a Half is hilarious. Solutions and Other Problems is like a roller coaster. There are parts that are hilarious, and there are parts that are like devastating because she's gone through some stuff. And she talks about it, which I think is really cool.
And then all of a sudden, this happened. Oh, that's not funny at all. That's horrible. Oh my gosh!
But she gave us warning.
She did.
The title of that chapter was "This is the super serious part."
I warned you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, I still had a lot of fun with that.
The 99.9 is what you donate to the animal shelter.
Nice.
Please don't buy this beer. We're not making anything off of it.
No. So if we say that that's the special, and our goal is to give $99.9 to an animal shelter.
Oh, dollars. Okay, yeah. Not percent.
And then hopefully people
$800 French dip just so we can donate the right percentage to the animal shelter.
No, and then hopefully we get that many people that come in and order it.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I like that.
Could you imagine, though, making 99 specials over the course of this week?
Less, because Andrew would have to make some of them.
That's true. Coming on Thursday.
All of you come in on Thursday. Nobody ordered the special except on Thursday.
But 99 of you have to come in.
We'll make sure she's stocked. Why is there a 5-gallon bucket full of roast beef? I don't know. Best of luck to you. Have a good day.
It's a feeling. Oh,
man.
all right. So yeah, so that will be the special this week. And we agree donating to Scraps.
Yeah, no,
All right,
I
we'll
do love
donate to
Scraps.
Scraps and
They're really
Betty White's
good.
honor.
They're really, really good company.
That's where we got Thor.
Pretty good company. They're all right, generally speaking. Some
So-
things they do don't completely suck.
Thor was kind of vicious. Kind of.
My mom has scars
I know.
over her eye.
I know. I do too, right here. Because I tried to give him a bath once.
You can take a bath?
Um,
Foul language!
So when I went to get him from the pound, because I went one day and like scoped out all the kittens, and then went back the next day to actually pick one. I feel a little bit bad saying this. The kitten that I was gonna choose had been adopted. He was, and then I almost picked another one over Thor. His paws were clubbed, so he like army crawled.
Oh,
but
so you could have been TikTok famous, but instead you got the one that flipped you off at the pound.
He did not flip me off at the pound. That was after I paid for him. I was concerned that we wouldn't know how to handle a cat that had
knives for hands.
No, had the clubbed feet.
You're probably right. We would have figured it out, but yeah. We wouldn't have known.
So I decided on Thor because like when I played with him and stuff, he was super sweet and he had a lot of spunk. I really liked his spunk. And then went and told him which cat that I want. And so they went and they got him. And Mark's sister came with me to get him. And as they're trying to put him in the cat carrier, he turned on the attendant that was helping. And Steph and I both just looked at each other like, what's going on? And I knew at that moment, like,
too late now.
Yeah. Because I had paid for him, they had chipped him. It was done deal at that point.
Oh man, I didn't realize he was so intentional. You should have told me.
And then,
sucker.
And then what happened when you came home for lunch that day?
Oh yeah, when I came home from lunch that day, if I recall, right out of the gate, he was feisty. He was like, okay, you're a kitten. That's wild. But then he went ahead and just fell asleep in my arms. I was like, okay.
Yeah, he was like,
you're pretty cute.
Love me.
Love me. He's like, okay. You're soft. You're unreasonably soft. You're cute. That's great. Sucker.
Yeah. And then very shortly thereafter.
Yeah. Best time of his life was right after we had him fixed and he was drugged out. Just asleep on a pillow with his little tail just draped straight
I think that
over.
was the best of ours because he did not let us sleep for a long time. We almost had to get rid of him because of that. But we figured out that if you take an office mat and turn it upside down so the spikes are up, and we had an office mat outside our bedroom door until Peter was old enough to get out of his own bed.
So for those of you keeping count, that's about 10 years it took to train this stupid cat not to try to wake us up inside our bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. Ask me if I'm going to buy another cat ever.
Are you?
No.
I know.
Never.
I know. Okay.
I'll buy a peacock before.
God, no. I don't think we're allowed to have them in city limits.
I would illegally own a peacock before I would own a cat.
There's options like gerbils.
There's options like not having a wild animal in your house.
Random recommendation of the week. Do you want me to go first? I have two.
Yep. Well, I tried desperately to remember the one that I said I was going to have, but then forgot.
First one.
Whisper it to me.
I don't remember either.
Oh.
First one. You've got three because I've got two and Peter's got one. First one, Unbirthday by Liz Braswell. It's a Disney twisted tale. It's about what if Alice was really late to Wonderland. I just started reading it today. It's super good. So I found the Twisted Tales. Most of them are written by Liz Braswell. I really like her writing. The Frozen one that I got was written by someone else, and it was really cute, but it reminded me a little bit more of fan fiction. Oh yeah, dancing.
I got you it for Christmas.
You did. So I started on birthday today. Really excited.
You did?
I did, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Second random recommendation of the week is a TV show that Wendy actually recommended to Mark and I called Centaur World.
Dang it, that was going to be my next one.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
You can have it because I already had one.
Okay. My random recommendation of the week, in addition to dancing, which is super, super cool, is Centaur World. It is, oh my gosh.
Ridiculous.
If you like SpongeBob, Gravity Falls, or Reddit, this is pretty much your show.
I never got into SpongeBob. I couldn't. That's not my type of humor. But Gravity Falls, absolutely. There's a little bit.
It is not. It starts out super duper serious.
Mhm.
It's just this craziest. Here's this warrior, and she's got her horse, and they're roaming through the war torn.
They have the relic they're trying to.
They have the relic, and they have this connection between them,
Mhm.
and they're going through this war torn village, trying to get to who knows where, and all of a sudden the monsters attack, and it's just roar and big things, and then because the relic is magical, horse gets transported to apparently Centaur World, which is just slightly better than Gravity Falls, and pretty much around wherever the ponies live, Ponyville. It's just, and this horse.
Episode with My Little Pony.
That would be amazing.
This horse, who was previously the super duper serious war horse, is now able to talk, and in cartoon land with all these llama centaurs and like
everything's a centaur, but not like a horse centaur.
Right, it's like a llama centaur and
A giraffe centaur.
Giraffe centaur, which
My
is the
name's
weirdest.
Durpleton.
Durpleton, and this weirdo with prehensile eyes.
Prehensile, that's it. Yeah.
Prehensile eyes, and it's just the most "what have you done to me" type show. It's just, if you expect normal.
So here, there's a screenshot. That's horse and Durpleton.
Yep, a man face with a horse neck, with a man
with a
body with a
giraffe
horse
head.
body. Oh, right, yeah, giraffe neck, man body, and a horse body.
Okay.
It's just.
So yeah, you can. Yep, and there's the llama tar on her back. That's horse. She's the warrior. Oh, I have no idea. We haven't watched this episode, so I don't know what's going on.
Searching for the shaman.
Oh, and this deer creature here in the middle, she has a portal in her belly, and she's raging kleptomaniac.
Yeah, she will eat and steal everything. So it is weird and cool. So
Yes.
I highly
And the
recommend.
music's pretty darn good.
The music's actually really great. So
Yeah.
I highly recommend you.
There's
hey,
only
baby,
2 seasons.
You want to watch that tonight?
Yes.
Nailed it.
It's like Gravity Falls. There's only 2 seasons, and it's done. Sorry.
Unless we. Never mind.
All right, Peter. What's your random recommendation? What are you eating?
Pizza.
That's literally been sitting on the counter. Never mind. Never mind.
Yes.
I'm
What is
sorry.
your? It's okay.
Don't be. That's why
what's
you
your
have an
random
immune system.
recommendation?
What's your random recommendation?
Okay. Making Lego characters out of other Legos.
Ah, yeah.
So,
there you go.
I've been,
Lean forward. Get him close.
That's the camera right up there.
I know where the camera is. So yeah, I've been making these characters for a little while now. So I've got Hagrid, Voldemort,
There you go.
Dumbledore, and what's his name?
Filch.
Filch.
I think Filch is really good.
Yeah, it's just really fun.
Yes. Good job, buddy.
Peter's been doing a very good job of taking the pieces he has to make new Lego characters.
Yep.
So, very proud of his creativity.
He's also decided that he's going to make mini wands and make them in because he's been making wands for the tap room, which has been selling out.
Selling
Did
a
I
lot
tell
more
you?
wildly.
Did I tell you we had a gal come in with her son who was about Peter's age, and he specifically wanted to come in for the wands.
No, you didn't tell me that.
and
That's
it was
incredible.
right after they had sold out.
Ah,
So
so he needs to make more.
yes.
Wow,
But
that's
she
incredible.
specifically asked, like, is that someone you know who makes them? And I was like, oh yeah, he's right here.
Oh my gosh.
Peter got to talk to him and stuff.
That's fantastic.
But yeah, he had the idea because he takes dowels and cuts them down to 11 inches, and so there's a little stub left over, and so he came up with the idea to make mini wands. And I said, oh, you should then attach key rings to them. So
a keychain wand.
So he's gonna make keychain wands, which is so cool.
So when your car is locked, you can just pull out your keys and go Alohomora, and your car opens. After you push the little beep beep, and your car opens.
Oh, wouldn't it be so cool to somehow figure out how you could like insert the key fob mechanism into a wand?
That would be cool.
Yeah.
If you do just the right little thing, it just opens. Oh, good times.
We have meandered through this episode.
Yes, we have. We should probably.
All right. So, Excelsior Mango Edition is really good.
Coffee.
Okay, so let's see. You drank a Trappist Abbey Ale, which was delicious.
Made by actual monks.
Yes.
Yep.
I drank Capele, which was delicious. Highly recommend. And Excelsior Imperial Mango Cider, which is also excellent. We have Chanterelle Lace and Ale of Owl Wisdom on tap. And coming up, we've got Singularity and Ish.
Mm-hmm. Ish is a little ways out, but yeah, Singularity.
And then tea.
Earl Gruit.
Hot. Coming out. Cider is still in its last legs of fermentation, or perhaps done by this point. We'll figure that out tomorrow. Events trivia is tomorrow at 6:30. We have 2 teams signed up, but we can have up to 7. So please come in. The topics are books, history, and places. We've got Gruit Fest on February 1st at Bellwether. We've got Taste Spokane February 12th at Northern Quest Casino. Boga is also on February 12th. The event is on Eventbrite. Just look up Boga at Bardic. You can get tickets there. Special this week is going to be French dips with potato chips, and $1 of that is going to go to Scraps in Betty White's honor, because potato chips were apparently some of her favorite foods. So, random recommendation was Unbirthday Twisted Tale by Liz Braswell, Centaur World on Netflix, and Creating Lego Characters. Did I get it all?
I think so. You nailed it.
Yay! All right. Oh, and then dancing. That's your extra.
Yes.
Recommend random.
Also go dancing.
Yes. So. All right.
We good?
We're good.
All righty.
Thank you guys so much. You're amazing. We love you all. We are so grateful for you guys. Come to trivia.
See you tomorrow. Bye.